Please welcome to the stage once again, the lovely Gail Easton.
Cheers. Thank you. Well, we're almost there, and thanks everyone for hanging in. I'd have to say that, Emily, that was the most amount of questions that we've had throughout the whole of the conference. So our timing around that, as we said, I purposefully left it until the very last session. We know that across the CDATs there's a lot of conversation, there's a lot of curiosity. How is it that you as CDATs are able to address vaping? What does it look like? Is it harmful? Is it not? And from what we've heard this afternoon, there's still a lot of work that needs to be done. As I mentioned through Emily's presentation, we have loaded onto the USBs that are in your bags the Your Room vaping kits. Thank you, though, for enlightening us around what else is out there, and the more education that we can get into that space, as Anne has mentioned, we need to be able to do that. The better informed we are, the greater the outcomes are for the community. I'd like to say thank you for giving us your time, but I'd also like to just see a show of hands of who is staying with us for tomorrow. Quite a few of you. That is fantastic. So tomorrow, if you have laptops or devices, please bring them along. Again, on your USB, we have loaded up the template for the evaluation plan, for the report, sorry, not the plan. We are hopeful that we will be able to at least, if nothing else, get you started, and as a collective group talk about what it is that's important to have within your evaluation reports. It's all about data. As we've said, the more we can collect, the more detail that we can provide, the greater we are able to make changes, not just at community levels, but with policy, with bureaucrats, and hopefully with some funding as well, that we can get some money out there. So it's really important that we are able to support you with that and walk you through it. On your tables, and I do apologise that these were meant to be put in your bags, at least one copy each, you have some postcards. Now, I've had the request from a few for some bulk supplies of this. I do have them available. If you would like to take a bundle of these home with you, please come and see me either today or tomorrow, and we can facilitate you with those as well. With regards to the recordings, as you've seen, sorry, I've got to read notes and then look out here. It doesn't, both bifocals don't work either. With the recordings, as we did for last year's conference, it took a little while. As Josh identified, he is our tech savvy, and we're not ageist. We just know that he's very skilled in that space. I'm not super skilled in that space, but Ian, who's been with us for the last 2 days recording, has also, he'll also be assisting us to get these edited and onto the website. We're hopeful that within 2 months we'll have them there, but as you can appreciate, there's a little bit of editing that goes with it. But what we will do is all of our presenters have made their presentations available to us. So for those of you that have not logged into the website to say, please accept us, that's the only way you're going to get access to the presentations. So another little incentive method to my madness. It's not just madness. So we really are quite grateful that you've hung around with us, that you've been interactive with us, that you've shared with us. All of this goes a long way to creating a better place for everybody, not just young people, not just particular cohorts of the community, but to be able to really demonstrate that together we are stronger. I really appreciate your time. It's a lot of time that you take out of your everyday lives to come and share with us here at the CDAT conference. It's a little bit of work to pull together, just a little bit, but we're ever so grateful for you spending those days with us. Start is a little bit earlier because we do have people that will be leaving earlier, so we've got a start time of 8:30. So we'll have our skates on. Natalie Bramble will be taking us through the workshop tomorrow, so it will be hands-on. She'll walk us through what the program is. I do apologise that there's not been an agenda sent out. There are one or two things that slip through the cracks when you're organising these things. She's got an agenda, so that's good. She knows what she's doing with us, so that's very helpful. The morning session will be about talking about the evaluation plan, the importance of data, and then after morning tea into the lunch time in that session, we'll actually be doing hands-on work with you. So we'll be encouraging you to either sit within your regions, or if you'd like to learn more about what's been going on in the CDAT program with other people, by no means do you have to sit within your region. So it's another great opportunity to learn from each other, to share your knowledge and to share your information. And we will be wrapping up at around about, I think I've got it at around about 3 o'clock. But if you need to leave earlier, we also understand that as well. We'll try and give you as much as possible. This is just the starting processes of it. Your acquittals and evaluations aren't actually due until after the end of June, but we just want to give you a jump start and give you some help in that space as well. Other than that, just a last push for the mentee. What we will be doing, Josh has been working busy behind the scenes. We'll actually put some snapshots up on our website of the words that you've given us around what it is that you've taken from your sessions. We won't just leave that to the members' side. We'll actually make that public so that other people can see what great work you do and what sort of contributions come in. So again, I am really, really grateful, and we are extremely privileged to have you here in the room continuing to work on the CDAT program. As we say, it's nearly 25 years old, and without you, we don't have jobs, but with you, we can make a difference. So thank you so much. We really appreciate your time.
Very quickly, I'd love to go around the room and just hear what is one thing from the last 2 days that you will never forget. Please wait until you got a microphone. Thank you so much, Gail. I'll start up the far back corner and we can just do the roving mic from the right of the room to the left, please. I was thinking you're right, but you can start over there since you're there, Gail. Perfect. So we'll go stage right to stage left then. One thing that you'll never forget, please.
The vaping information, honestly, I didn't know enough, but thank you.
Very, very powerful. Thank you, Emily.
Sarah's presentation this morning was incredible.
Outstanding.
Yep.
Yep.
The whole thing. Incredible.
Oh, look, one thing, it's so hard. It was also wonderful. I've learnt so many wonderful things. But I have to say, the vaping, there was so much... No, because there were so many things I did not know. And it was just wonderful just to hear from your experience and all the data and everything. Yeah, just like you said, what's the future going to be like? So thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I would just say just meeting so many amazing people doing incredible work. And as a side note, will there be a way for us to share our contact details so that we can all stay in touch and share what we're up to?
Gail? Sharing of contact details?
How do you do it? So, the lovely little website that we've been speaking about, if you're a member, there is a section in there around forums. So there's a way that you can actually start to create some conversation. If you're after a particular contact, I would lean into your community development officer. Again, I'd just like to, before everybody does leave the room, staff, no notice, bring all of the CDOs up onto the stage, just so that you can see who they actually are. But get in contact with your community development officer and they will help you to connect with whatever CDAT you're interested in.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. And this table just here.
I think probably learning about the spiking this morning was really, really interesting. It's just an area which I knew about a little, but actually hearing that somebody's doing some fabulous work around it as an organisation is fantastic.
Really powerful. Thank you. And this table up the front just here.
Hi, we've got consensus on our table that Sarah's presentation from a lived experience perspective about drink spiking was absolutely the best presentation of the whole conference.
Yeah, go
Amazing.
Sarah.
Thank you. And at this table just at the front here.
Who's going to take the baton? Someone's got to... Here we go.
We're in agreement with everybody, actually. All the speakers today were fantastic. We were just debating which one to put first and we couldn't. Sorry. We enjoyed every speaker.
That's the memorable thing. Love them all. Thank you.
Yeah, I'd just like to say that I really enjoyed the information on vaping. It gives us a lot of information to take back to the young people. When they ask questions, it's really good to have those answers there for them.
Amazing. Thank you.
I think Emily's presentation, just getting I work one-on-one with young people in my role is my job, and they're telling me that they're vaping because of mental health conditions, taking it up and hearing that the research is backing that up is actually incredible to hear. So, yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you. The table at the back, please, Josh.
Yeah, agree with you. I also work with young people. So for me, I sort of really came here to hear about vaping and what's happening. We've got lots of young people that are addicted to it and they use it for anxiety and things like that. So getting some hardcore information to bring back has been amazing. But our table as well, really love Sarah's presentation this morning. And again, it's things that we don't know and understand, so we can bring it back to our CDATs and see where we go. So thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. And the table just in front of them, please, mate.
I think just attending has given me a bit more of a new drive and motivation to get a bit creative as to how we can support people in our community.
Beautiful. Thank you. And this table just up here, please, Josh. All good, we got a mic.
Yep. We really loved all the presentations. It was fantastic. It's been very motivating and inspiring overall. We're really keen to take home some of the knowledge that we've learned to upskill sector workers and bar staff, people who work in the industry. But vaping is the number one whenever we go to schools or youth hubs. They're like, vaping, what are we going to do? So thank you for that, because now we've got a whole pack full of resources and opportunities to actually take back to those youth hubs and go, okay, this is how we can actually upskill our young people and sector workers to deal with the vaping problem in our community.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And personally, could I ask, who was the delegate rather yesterday who said that she gets motivated every year with these conferences to keep going?
That would be Peter from Griffith.
Where's Peter? Thank you so much for that. To me, that was incredibly memorable. It's in terms of just knowing that these conferences make a difference and to hear that they do motivate CDATs to continue keeping going. So thank you kindly. I have a bunch of people I would love to thank here. I'd actually like to honour Gail's request first by having the CDOs come up on stage, please.
Yes, please, if you wouldn't mind. And can I just, whilst I have got the microphone, I've done very well to not hog it much at all, but I just want to demonstrate to you how concepts, ideas and our presenters come about. And thank you so much for valuing the people that have come along and given their time. And I'd just like to highlight Tanya Kelland in her idea of bringing Sarah to the conference. Tanya saw an article in the Newcastle Weekly and came to me and said, I think we really need to do something about this. And it was that concept, and that's the concept that we share and gift to you as CDATs. If you see an article that is of interest, then think about how your CDAT can bring it about, because that's exactly what we do from how we run the program, how we manage the program. So Tanya flicking through weekly newspapers that are free in that area brought us to have a conversation with Sarah and Ethan. She saw what we were trying to do, we saw what she was trying to do, and we were able to bring that information to you. Now, a lot of guest speakers do donate their time, and I think that when we first approached Sarah, she didn't think about anything about financial stuff. We're in a fortunate position that we could actually provide Sarah with some financial contribution to be here. That also then goes back into her not-for-profit organisation. So we're making that cycle. It's not a huge contribution by any means, but every little bit helps. So thank you to Tanya for having the idea and getting super excited about it. So it was really great. And for Sarah and Ethan for taking that up. But also the other people like Emily Stockings, Dr. Emily Stockings, of going, yeah, I'd love to be a part of it. And it was really a late call too. It was a very late call. Chloe, thank you for doing that, for being a part of making that. And again, Gail, have you seen this? This is what they're doing. This would be someone that's really great. Fantastic. Can you make the call? Can we have the conversation? Chloe's actually had a lot to do with the conference this year. She was totally responsible for bringing together the State Library, for being a part of the Queanbeyan Drug Info pop-up and encouraging them to be a part of that space as well, for coming up with the activities and the ideas, and for being able to go, okay, this is how I think we can do it. Again, we bring in all of this information that you share with us and we share it back with you. For Josh, for our ageism, as we've been noted, for being tech smart, you know, for going, hey, Gail, how about we use that at the conference? That's a really good idea. It'll make it really, really easy. So we're actually going to build upon that. And we're going to make sure that within the toolkit that there is an opportunity to teach you how to be tech savvy like Josh. Hopefully it might rub off on me too. No guarantees. And I'd like to recognise Olive in particular as well. Olive has literally worn a path in the carpet at Odyssey House from her desk to the photocopier. Just about everything that you have seen that has been on your desk in a handout, excluding Sarah's stuff, so I won't give you credit for that one, but Olive has literally pulled together all of that information for us, helped us with those resources, created our lovely name tags, went back and spent a huge amount of money of getting them hole punched at Officeworks, put together our Spotify cards. I think it's the first time I've actually mentioned our Spotify cards. In your gift bags, we've created a playlist that the beautiful CDOs that are up on the stage have come together and thought about what it means to them to be have meaningful connection and communication. I don't know who put the Def Leopard one in there, but I still can't do it. But go whoever that was. Nobody's going to put their hand up either. Thanks, Louise. Thanks. But it really is a testament to these beautiful 8 people. We've got 2 very new staff members, which is Joe and Sarah from Billamugi. Thank you for coming along. They have hit the ground running. The Western region has had a few little hiccups since we started with the program. These guys have managed to reconnect with their CDATs in their region, got things up and going and really embracing it. And they're also going to now be working with Anne from Broken Hill. That's our brand new CDAT for this year. Literally just within the last couple of weeks we've endorsed that one. So it's a really fabulous thing. Tina, can't forget you. Tina's a very quiet worker in the background. It's like, just give me something that's quiet and don't put the spotlight on me. Keep me out of the way. But without these guys, we wouldn't be a team. We wouldn't be able to support you in the way that we do. And I just really want you all to acknowledge the fabulous work that these guys do.
Round of applause for the CDOs. One more time, please. And a round of applause for the lovely Gail Easton for organising this thing. For the wonderful people at Mercure who have put on quite the spread. Oh, come on. For the wonderful people at Mercure. For our amazing sound team up the back from Encore. For Ian and Co right here on the cameras. For our wonderful, wonderful speakers. Oh, come on, for the speakers one more time. And a very, very special thank you to a group of people in particular. I have a great passion for this sort of work. In 2019, I lost everything I valued due to my drug and alcohol addictions. And I met someone from a CDAT who helped me turn my life around, not only turn it around, but turn a blessing from the pain of my past. So I wouldn't be here where I am without the help of you wonderful people doing what you do. That man sitting right there, by the way, his name's Paul Pearton. And thank you, brother. And whatever work you do in this space, whether it's around vaping, whether it's around drink spiking, whether it's around FASD, whether it's around meaningful conversations, even if it's just putting a flyer up somewhere where you think someone might see it, any work you can do is water on stone. Angels in this room, keep flying. Blessings. You are absolutely amazing. Please give yourselves a massive round of applause.